three shortish stacks. Karmazinas and Andrew Chen both have around 10 to 13 big blinds as well.
Klinger's raised it up to 375,000. And he's run into the kings of Shuiti.
Re-raise.
Nicholas re-raise.
What are you supposed to do? The guy's got all the chips and just keeps getting hands.
That's going to be tough to beat. That's probably not the way to defend.
How much you had, like 5.8? Okay.
Wow.
How does he get away from this?
Wow. I don't know. He should probably ask Dominicus. He'd probably get away.
It's probably only two hands that Klinger should really be worried about here. Ace, king, or kings. And Shuiti's actually got one of them.
Yeah, it's hard to put him on king since you have one king. He'd have to have the two remaining kings in the deck. You could be a little bit worried about sixes or fours. We've seen Shuiti raise with both of those. Wow, and now he turns a flush draw. I mean, this is just a really tough spot for Klinger.
Check.
Forceful chip cutting he's doing. He's really slamming the chips into the table when he's counting out his bet. That could be a tell.
Better part of 1.4 million.
1,375,000.
And with top pair and that flush draw, I wouldn't be surprised if Klinger just went for it here.
You know, this is a good spot to just call because if he gets it all in, you know, he's probably beat. This way he gets a chance to draw at his flush, draw at his, well, what he thinks is a queen out.
Card, 4 times. Pepper check.
Kings full for Shuiti. 6.2 million in the middle.
Klinger's got about 3.6 million behind.
I'm all in.
Bet all in from Nicholas.
He's going to have to put it all in if he wants to get to showdown. Be honest, Gavin, with his hand, can you fold this river?
Yeah, I think you can find a fold. Shuiti hasn't really fired 3 barrels at any pot, you know. He's checked behind when he didn't have something either on the turn or on the river. I think he can find a fold. It's tough. You don't want to find a fold here. But he can do it.
He does lay it down. Wow. Shuiti supporters may be cheering, but quite frankly, they would have loved a call there.
Yeah, Klinger is really...
Shuiti is just looking more and more unstoppable. Nearly 17 million in chips now. And Andrew Chen, open shoving here, with just under 2 million. Watched by Mike McDonald, his friend, a former EPT champion. And he's made the move with 9-7 of clubs. And Klinger's woken up with kings.
Andrew is the all-in player with 9-7 of clubs.
Loses a big pot to kings and then gets kings soon after.
Chen at risk. He only has 22%. But he picks up a gut shot straighter on the flop.
Yeah, that's part of his 20-some% coming in right there. Straight draws, flushes, trips, those are the hands that he's going to make. It's only 4 outs right now, but he can pick up more on the turn.
Just the 4 8s in the deck would save Andrew Chen from elimination.
It's a 9.
He doesn't get there. A pair of 9s is no good. Andrew Chen finishes in 5th place, following his 3rd place finish in Prague last season. 400,000 euros he'll collect.
In the grand final of the EPT. And congratulations.
Thanks.
So 4 players remain.
Please.
And Sweetie, as he's fond of doing, is going to raise it up. He's got King Queen. Hervé Costa's only played 4 hands today. Is this going to be his 5th? Yes, he shoves. That'll be the French fans making that noise.
The French fans, and unless someone else comes into the pot, Costa's going to be a small favorite. Oh, that's getting folded.
Small blind pass. Big blind pass.
Call.
And Nicolas makes the call.
Quick call by Sweetie. He's behind, but not by much.
King Queen versus Ace 9. Yeah. King, baby. Let's finish it.
The Lebanese are calling for a king.
Allez ma petite. Queen, queen, deuce. King. Queen, queen, deuce. Queen, queen, deuce. Queen, queen, deuce.
And they get 2 of them. And Hervé Costa is almost drawing dead. It needs to come ace, ace, or he will be our 4th place finisher.
Shuiti still cannot miss.
He's invincible. And that will seal Hervé Costa's fate. €500,000 for finishing 4th. Only played 5 hands at the final.
Before you're waiting for him to go to bust. Now you're like free rolling.
3 remain now.
I was bust.
You wait for him to bust. Now you're free rolling.
I didn't wait for him to bust. I had 20 big blinds. It's more than enough to make a move.
How much you have?
Let's put the handbags away, gentlemen.
2.4, 2.5 behind.
All in.
Nicolas raised.
Sweetie shoves at him from the small blind.
Call.
And he makes the correct call.
All in with ace 7.
And obviously some of the time this will be a split. But Dominicus is the favourite.
Dominic's about a 2-to-1 favorite.
Tony G is there to cheer on the Lithuanian.
I
have to say though, you can't really compete with the Lebanese cheering section right now.
They got a lot more to cheer about.
Club comes 5.
No 6.
Very good flop. Why don't you tell anything? Why don't you shout now? Shout. Come on,
Be careful what you wish for. I warned you. Sweetie never seems to miss. And now Dominicus needs a 4 for a straight or a 7 for a better pair to survive. It's a blank. Sweetie eliminates Dominicus Kamazinas, who's our 3rd place finisher. He gets 700,000. And Klinger mano a mano with the Monte Carlo skyline as the backdrop to this epic heads-up battle with blinds at 80 and 160,000. But Gavin, Klinger with a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Klinger is way behind. He's got about 35 big blinds, which is probably better than anybody would expect to have coming in against Nicholas Shuiti, who's just been running over this final table. Klinger has shown the most resistance. He's been probably the most deserving of being here heads up, and he's going to need to do a lot of work to win.
He's raised the button with 8-9. Shuiti defending with ace-5. Ace-high is still good, plus he's open-ended. He is bouncing cards off the walls of the Salle des Etoiles.
550.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing you can do. You know, guy makes pairs and straights and sets. You just don't win.
Well, Klinger can console himself with the fact that he's guaranteed €1 million now. The winner, of course, gets 1.7 million.
Both great paydays.
What was the second card? Another ace?
Yeah.
I think Shuiti's been counting that 1.7 million for about 24 hours now.
350 this time. He does have 2 aces.
Oh, come on. It's ridiculous.
8s for Klinger.
I'm all in.
Call!
And he makes his move, insta-call. Shuiti, 4-1 favourite. He's on the verge of being crowned the champion of the grand final of season 6 of the EPT.
And Shuiti obviously very excited, but this is Hold'em. It's not a 2-card game. They've got to put the board out there.
And here it is, 9, 10,
No immediate help for Klinger. He does have a backdoor straight draw, but Shuiti becomes an even bigger statistical favourite. He's calling for the ace, but there are 2 8s in the deck.
Ace.
Yes!
If there isn't an 8 on the river, it's all over and we have our champion.
Any 8s in the deck, any other card, we have a decision.
Come on.
I think the Lebanese poker fans are going to bring the roof down. No 8, Shuiti's done it! Shuiti takes the title and the 1.7 million euros. Commiserations to Joseph Klinger, but as you observed, Gavin, that guy played a great game, thoroughly deserving of second place and a cool 1 million.
Yeah, Klinger was certainly the most deserving of second place. He stood up to Shuiti throughout the whole final table. He was the first one to figure out that he could play back at other people, that he could play back at Shuiti.
What you had in this one big
Kings.
You have kings? I had king, queen of hearts.
I know.
I have 4 hearts on the turn. Really, you have kings, full house?
Yeah, you can see it on TV.
Yeah? Wow.
We're discussing that earlier hand.
I'll play to you now.
If the queen comes on the river, you got me.
Yeah,
you know?
I just push on it, I think you go.
We have a Lebanese champion here in Monte Carlo.
Lebanese team forever!
Yeah.
EPT Grand Final champion!
Wow. Yeah, I can dream better, you know. That's the most ever thing good happened to me. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
It's a speechless moment.
Yeah.
What a rail you have here today. Supporters are fantastic.
Yeah, the guys are great. Yeah, really, they are great. Everybody, I will thank them all from my heart.
He's my cousin!
He's my cousin! I will thank my friend back in Lebanon who supported me too, my family, everybody. You were great guys. Thank you very much.